Point 9. Explain how Palsson constructs the analogy of Inuit name as gene. Yeah, what an interesting comparison he brings here. If the human gene is the essence of who we are in terms of physicality and even character and personality, then genes and Inuit names are interchangeable, according to Palsson. Among many Inuit, the significance of a given name is paramount. A name is laden with everything that makes a person who they are. Thus, multiple names given to an individual express who they are in perfect detail. Rather than seeing an individual and appropriately naming them, a name in some ways finds a body to inhabit. Like the genetic code of parents prescribes who their child will be, so do the inherited names of an Inuit child depict the inherited traits of his or her ancestry. A mother may thus call her daughter mother because the person of her mother, or the name attributes of her mother, may be reincarnated in the daughter. This is why Palsson points out that Western gene talk and Inuit name talk are essentially the same. I never realized that there are such close similarities in how we think about genes or about names, because I think in Western society we have nothing near such an elaborate understanding of the meaning and value of names. But many other cultures, of course, do. And finally, one point I want to make here is 10 on Marcus Pembry and Palsson's nature versus nurture. Pembry, who worked with the Avon longitudinal study of parents and children, the ALSPAC, around Bristol, which we talked about in our human adaptability class, brings a similar perspective to the table as that of Palsson based on Rabinov. Pembry has looked in particular into fetal life as a crucial time for influential reciprocity between nature and nurture, or between genetic and environmental influence, showing that they cannot be divided and essentially must be seen together at all times. Two examples Pembry gives are those of mothers consuming larger amounts of oily fish during pregnancy, and also smoking, and the effects that these cultural choices have biologically and possibly genetically on their offspring. So Pembry says fetal life is a crucial time for the interactions between nature and nurture, and of course the environment in the uterus stems from the combined effect of maternal genes and exposures. So the maternal genes, the genetic part of it, as well as the environmental exposure, which has significant cultural elements playing into it, are not to be separated. We discussed some of this in our human adaptability class last semester. Yeah, so these are some of my thoughts, and I'll put a PDF'd copy of this into your mailbox as well. Okay, thank you.